Once a month I get a notification that I'm spending $37 on Premiere, and then I'm like, let me make a video. Long time no see, but you're wondering what is this? It's a tent. We're gonna leave it at that. So I've been making a lot of flash lately. If you don't know me, if you're new here, I'm Emily. I do tattoos. I'm a tattoo artist even. So I've been making a ton of flash, and it's kind of just been like a process. I figured we could just look at it and then you could see it, and then I could tell you that I'm traveling and that I want to tattoo you and like all that stuff. We are in my apartment. What do you think? Yep, moved in 2 months ago. Back here, can you see? Back here is my room. So I don't have like, it's not like a proper one bedroom because there's no door here, and this is like a half wall, but it is separated, right? The two rooms are separated. So it's pretty cute actually. Do you want the house tour? Let me know in a comment. Starting off with some things I made in January, February, I went the route of stamps, which I have done before, but like less like this, like letter stamps, of course. I'm a word girl if you're new here. And so we went with some more like just found objects, I guess. Some mark making, if you will. A combination of like the cap of my chapstick, what is inside of a roll of receipt paper, the stamping pad, like the ink pad itself, a pen cap, you know, the difference between ink and paint. And you know, I will do these in a sketchbook, I'll take a picture or I'll scan it and then I'll put it in my computer. And yes, it is going into Photoshop from there. Clean it up, make it not so detailed that it's just like not gonna be a tattoo, make it into a little flash sheet. I would love to do any of these like big. I would love to do anything big, to be honest. But I would love to do any of these little stamp guys big. That would be cool. These ones are my favorite, I'll say. Just put ink on like a cap to like a water bottle, I guess. And then it had like the ridges on the cap. So then I just like rolled it around. Like, this is so cute. So that's what those are. The circle is from my chapstick lid, and the dots are a Sharpie. So absolutely love, to be honest. And then from there, we just did some more painting, and you know, this one is really cool. I actually tattooed this one. Lots of texture on these, which is very cool. I am at the precipice of my shading era. I get it now, and I say that having like not really done it, but like I'm going to get it in a really big way soon enough. There's some older ones in here just because they're like abstract and they kind of like the vibe, and I never got to do them, so might as well make you look at them again. This was a good one. This is a really great one. Where'd it go? It's mostly texture from the ink pad. Simple. I started tattooing this one. We're gonna finish it next month. That's gonna be slay. It's blues. It's like all the different colors. It's like, yeah, it's cute. It's real cute. I was getting into color, and by that I mean I bought some ink. I recently did this one as well, and it turned out pretty good. It was actually way more like meticulous than I thought it was going to be, and like it took longer than I thought, and it was great to just do something new. That never hurt anyone. I am literally dying to tattoo this one, so go ahead, please. If you're watching this and you live in Phoenix or Los Angeles, please. So you can kind of see the vibe that we were doing in January, February. And I posted these as you're seeing them now, which actually, as I'm saying that, is not true. So let me show you what I posted. We're basically just going through my Instagram right now, okay? This is the beginning of collaging my posts. Just like a straight up flash sheet, you know, it's like fine. But for me, like, I'm not painting a flash sheet, which is more interesting to me than like a digital flash sheet, to be honest. And I like to do photography, right? I'm big into film now, I know. So I'm like, let me put these two things together. So this is the beginning of that. This was a black and white roll from when I went to Mexico. I went to Mexico for my birthday. And from Mexico, I went home, but then after that, I went to Florida. And so that's what these are. A little bit of some half frame, and just throw the flash on there. You know, honestly, like, you could say that these are hard to read. Maybe you wouldn't. I could see an argument for saying that like these are hard to read, but at the end of the day, like, do you need to like know everything? I don't know, like if you like it, then you like it, and you'll be like, hey, I really like this. Can I like see it without the background? I'll be like, yeah, here you go. You know, it's just like, do you like the vibe? I don't want my Instagram profile, which is essentially a portfolio, right? I don't want it to be just tattoos and skin. That's just like not me right now. And I don't want that. And I don't want it to be like boring flash sheets. So I'm like, how do I do this? Also film. So that's kind of this. And so these are the beginnings. So that was, you could say, quarter 1. Before we get into the most recent stuff, let me just show you some tattoos that I did. Okay, I did this beetle. And yes, again, like we're putting it over a photo because I do not want just like skin on my profile. So this was a cat from a photo walk. This one, cute, it's like right here. Some palm trees from outside my apartment. A little flower, what I would call a SpongeBob flower. I found myself again. I edited it a little fun because I took a picture of just the line work and the final. So this is not what it looks like. It looks like just straight black text. But I was like, let me have a little fun. Let me just see. And then I saw, and I'm like, yeah. Also, the background is the concession stand from Skateland, USA. Shout out Skateland, USA. Some text, survive, endure, absolutely. Look at this lamp. Can you believe that? I got this lamp from Megan. Here's some healed ones. That's the one in question. I think that's healed like a week at the time of this photo. So it looks pretty good, okay? And then the bottom one is healed like at least a handful of months. Okay, now here we are. I like it. Me looking at my own edits, I like it. This was the one that I said like lots of texture going on, took a while, kind of hard on the brain. We'll see how it heals. Might need to go over it again, but very cool. Very big as well. Shout out Levi. These are my friends, and this is one of the words from the Wild Geese Poetry Project. Still working on that. We'll be working on that for a while because we are not anywhere near done. This is from top to bottom, Mason, Patrick, and Amanda. Shout out to them. Whatever, I had some flash with this like background and they wanted different words, so we just made that happen for them. And some flash, a thank you bag. There's 2 more folders I want to show you. This one was made first but hasn't been posted yet, and the other one was made second and it's been posted. So we're gonna show you these because it kind of gets us to the next one. So as long as I'm moving forward, for sure. Obviously, like I do a lot of like nature walks and stuff, so a lot of my film is from that, which is like great, a lot of sky, easily readable. So I have been seeing more people write and like put stuff in the photos that they post rather than in the caption, because who is reading the caption? I'll see you in the next one. Look at this little kitty cat. Saw this guy in Coronado one night. Drop your pet's name in the comments. You are more than welcome to respond to these as well. I made this design and I'm actually obsessed with it, and I am going to make it my new personality. So I am just hoping and praying that we can get some more like customs in this style. It's the same stampy situation, but just kind of like a little bit more distorted. So cute, so cute. And I wander off just to come back home. That's me. If I've ever read anything, that's me. And the thing about this, it's from a Bon Iver song. If you can name that song, you can have a forehead kiss. They said freedom was sweet, but I'm choking on its bitterness. Sometimes you just say things and you write it down. That's what this is. Lost artifact. I think that is actually so slay as a phrase. This is a street in Tucson. Remember when I said there were 2 folders to show you? There's 3. So really quick, mostly just a continuation. This one did numbers on Instagram for some reason. Like the moon always changing. I'm older and I creak. Yes, from Bon Iver again. If you can name that song, you can have a forehead kiss as well. It's the change that counts. This is a graffiti thing that is on my street. How lucky am I? The older I get, the faster I was. Why? Tell me why. I was minding my own business at a 10K race, my first 10K race, and there was like an old lady wearing a shirt that said this. The first little while, I was like, she's gonna be my pacer. I'm just gonna stay behind her. And then she just ran so much faster than me. So now, okay, now and for real, I'm going to be in LA and also Phoenix. Hello, I live here, by the way. I'm going to be in these two places on these couple dates in May, okay? And so then I made this flyer, and it is funny. If you don't agree, do not sound off in the comments. I do not want to hear it. So for these, as you can tell, like, we went full crispy crunchy. So you can see SpongeBob flowers. That one in the middle got booked. Yeah, did. This thing that just looks like wings, doesn't it? I think it'd be cool like around a joint. Here, like here, I don't know. We'll see. This is Pablo. I drew him with my hands. Just waiting for the day he goes home with someone. You can see we're getting a little bit more funky with it, okay? These are all old designs, like from 2023, and let's do it, you know? All of these phrases came from magazines. I made a collage from it, and now I'm like, okay, I want to tattoo this, and you can pick, like, you can just have the phrase small wonders, or you can have like a whole thing, have like a few different ones. I don't know, you can pick. Here are a couple more, like not old, but like a little bit old designs. Again, like these are the kind of ones where I'm like, maybe it's a little hard to read, but. And then this guy, this freaking guy, dude. I saw this in Florida, of course. That is kind of my vibe right now, guys. A little collage, a little photography, a little make it crunchy. I'm really getting into not being so serious. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, if you did make it this far, go ahead and comment a horse emoji below and what you would name that horse emoji. I guess I'll see you in the next one.